Hello, how y'all doing? The title of this video is Are Black Men Losing It? Are they losing it? Now, I'm not saying that all black men are like that. There are some black men who are just doing the right thing, going through their life, not committing crime, and so on. But the majority of black men, the ones who make the news, they seem to be losing it. Okay? Who makes the news? The very violent black men, etc. Okay, now one thing I do agree with is this: that the 99.99% of black men will not think 5 or 10 minutes into the future. You know, I've frankly never met any black men that can think 5 or 10 minutes into the future. That's a tragedy. Well, look, they follow their granddad. The dad didn't think 5 minutes into the future. The granddad didn't either, and so they're not either. They're not gonna think 5 or 10 minutes into the future. I'm not even talking about long-term planning, like 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Black men between the ages of 12 and 40 do not think, cannot think, are incapable of thinking 5 or 10 minutes into the future. Okay, they're not. Like I said, from father to son, if they do this crime, they might get killed, then what's going to happen? Okay, they're not even thinking about, well, if I commit this crime, I'm spend 25, 30 years in prison. Prison is not a summer camp. Ask the prisoners that are there. Okay, but see, they're not thinking, so they'll go ahead and commit the crime because they don't think 5 or 10 minutes into the future. Here's an example: a 16-year-old. This is a true story. A 16-year-old. He spent 3 years in juvenile since he was 13. When he gets out, him and a friend decide, this is within 2 days of his release, they decide to go burglarize the house. The man whose house they burglarized had a gun. He shoots the 16-year-old. The other one runs away. This 16-year-old's dead, gone to hell. Okay? Now what? See, he's not thinking 5 or 10 minutes into the future. He just got out of prison. He just got out of juvenile prison. Now he's 24 hours after getting, 48 hours after getting out of prison, he's dead, gone to hell. Because he cannot think 5 minutes into the future, 10 minutes into the future. If I go burglarize this man's house, maybe I won't live to tell about it. A 42-year-old man decides to carjack 2 old men that's sitting in a car. Okay, you two get out of this car right now. That's what he told him. And he didn't know one of those old men had a gun. So the old man got out and shot him. He's dead and gone. Shot the 42-year-old. He's dead and gone to hell. That's all true. Now, why didn't he just leave those 2 old men alone? He'd be alive to tell about it. But he had to go because he doesn't think 5 minutes into the future that one of those old men may be tougher than he is. One of those old men might have a gun, which they did. He's not thinking 5 or 10 minutes into the future at all. So, look, 1 minute into the future, he's dead and gone to hell because he tried to carjack these 2 old men. Now, what I know for sure, 99.99% of black men are followers. I know that for sure. I have never seen a black man that is a natural born leader that is capable of independent thought. I have not met one yet. Okay? Now, I knew this girl in high school. She has always been an eagle. See, an eagle flies alone. A chicken is always around a flock. A chicken is in group. Now, I stopped being a chicken at 14. Better late than never. Because I was a follower up until the age of 14. It's better late than never. I stopped being a follower. I became an eagle at 14. It's better late than never. But this girl is still an eagle. She still flies alone. Successfully too. But black men, I have never seen a black man. Look, 99.99% of black men are followers. They are not capable of independent thought. My daddy did it, my grandfather did it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to treat women this way because all my other relatives treated women this way, so I'm going to do it too. My granddaddy stole, my daddy stole, I'm going to steal. Okay? Now, my uncles and brothers, etc., they went to jail, so I think I'll go. They were pimps, so I'm going to be a pimp. You're not even thinking about any kind of career, any other kind of career. You're going to live off of a woman's vagina, as ugly as you are, okay? See, that is why black men join gangs. That is why black men join fraternities and all these other organizations. Why? Because they are not capable of independent thought. They are followers. They are chickens. They go around in flocks. Whatever the gang is going to do, I'm going to do. Even if that gang is fraternity, whatever the gang in the fraternity is going to do, I'm going to do. If they say bend over, I'm going to bend over. If they say act stupid, I'm going to act stupid. They are not capable of independent thought. Black men, 99.99% of black men are not capable of independent thought. They're chickens. They are not eagles. I haven't met one yet that is an eagle. Not one. The other problem with black men is they are raised by derelict mothers. Mothers who are just very bad people. One mother told her 12-year-old son to go out there and sell drugs so she can buy a $300 wig, of course. And look, guess what? That son got shot in the head. He's dead and gone to hell. Duh. Another 17-year-old, his mother came on TV and said he bought the house. I wouldn't have told anybody that. He probably been dealing drugs since he was, 15? He did it one more day. He did it one more day. He did one more drug deal, one more day. Got shot in the head, dead, gone to hell. Okay? Carjackers, 12 to 15 years old. And they can't even drive. They're going to take the car and go where? Okay? Can't even drive. See, that's a parent problem. They don't even know where their child is. No, he's out there carjacking. That's where he is. The mothers are not teaching their sons to think before they act. They're not teaching them to think about consequences. Well, what's going to be the consequences if I do this? What's going to be the consequences if I do that? So it's thousands of black men that don't think. The prisons are full of black men who don't think. 100% of black men in prison don't think. You know what, this lady who, she told me she used to work in the prison as a secretary. She said most of them act like undisciplined little boys. That's what she said. Most of the prisoners act like undisciplined little boys. They want their way now, okay? See, this pandemic has been driving black men even more lunatic than what they were. They're killing members of their family. They're hitting Asians. The Africans are going crazy. Africans throwing gasoline on their wives and children. They're killing handicapped people. Africans are always going to go crazy, y'all. Africans are always going to go crazy. They just doing some terrible atrocities, especially now that wars are brewing up. I don't know. Like I said, the biggest problem I see in black males, 99.99%, is that they are followers. They are not capable of independent thought. Followers. If the leader of the gang says to do this, they're going to do it. If the leader of a fraternity says they're going to do this, they're going to do this. If the leader of such and such organization says they're going to stay on your head, they're going to stay on their head. They are not capable of independent thought. The chickens, they have to be, they're flocks. They don't fly alone like an eagle. That's the problem I see among black males. Like I said, another problem I see is that they're raised by derelict mothers. The mothers who don't want to be mothers. They're shallow. All they can think about is wigs. They send their daughter to sell her body so they can get the wigs. Send their sons to hustle drugs so they can get a wig. Derelict mothers. Mothers who don't want to be mothers. Women who don't want to be mothers. Okay, now I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in the water. Maybe it's something in food. Black men are always eating chicken, so maybe they put some poison in Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know. Okay. The black ministers, they're not doing too good either. They don't even know how to manage money, ministry money. They don't understand that 4 quarters equals $1. They don't know nothing. So I don't know what's wrong with black men. And I don't know how this can be sustained in the next 5 to 10 years. I really don't know. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Lock up all the black men? I mean, come on now. What are you going to do? Lock up every black man in the nation? Okay? Now, you name me a black man that's a capable, independent thought. You name me one. Maybe Barack Obama, maybe. I don't know. But look, 99.99% of black men are not capable of independent thought. They are followers, not leaders. They're followers. Have a nice day.